6 minutes. Listen for the next keyword closer to 3:30, and you get a shot at winning some of that money. Anybody see Bill Maher name check Tim Misny on Friday night?
No. Oh, no.
He called him Minzy, but he got a picture of one of his billboards. He was talking about how I'll just play the quick clip here. It just made me laugh as I was watching.
The Democrats need to be like the lawyers you see on billboards. You hurt, we fight. Injured? Get the gorilla. Minzy makes them pay.
Minzy makes them pay.
Minzy does.
So if you're Tim Misny, I mean, you get your billboard over there on HBO on a wildly popular show.
But Tom Minzy, that's where the guy.
Minzy makes them pay. Well, it's kind of a half victory, I guess, over there. I'm sure people were blowing up Tim's phone after that. You can leave us messages, by the way, quick ones if you like. The talkback button is right there for you. If you listen to the show on the iHeartRadio app, you can drop them right there.
Hi, Alan. Heather from Medina. How can you say that you like the Kellogg's brand or know anything about the company if during the segment both you and Bill said, "That's great," without ever saying, "That's great"? Just be better. Okay. I love you. Bye.
We used to do a segment called Do Better with Bill. Remember Do Better with Bill? That was a good one.
We could do better.
Yeah.
Do better with Bill. Do Better with Bill Squire.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Hey.
We haven't done Do Better with Bill in a long time.
Let's rip one off right here.
Uh-huh. Lay it on me.
When it comes to talking about Kellogg's, there is one character that will come to mind, and it's that
Smacky
lion
the
guy
frog.
that's always telling you that the cereal is really good.
That's right. Really good.
I believe it's Larry the Lion. And he says,
He only
Kellogg's
wanted
Sugar Flakes.
Yep,
They're really good.
Only wanted courage, if memory serves. All right. Well, thank you. What was her name? Melanie.
She's from Medina, I think.
Yeah. Melanie from Medina.
Kelly?
Hi, Alan. Heather from Medina.
Heather. We're all way
How
off.
can you say that you
Sorry, Heather.
like the Kellogg's brand or know anything about the company if during the segment both you and Bill said, "That's great," without ever saying, "That's great"? Just be
Seems
better.
a little on the nose, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll never do that.
Bye.
Bye. That's my new favorite one. Yeah. Ripped it off from Smartless, but it's still very funny.
We will be better.
Bye. All right, so more tales from the Santora family vacation because at the top of the show, Mary was gone last week, and just from even before the vacation was underway, things started to go wrong.
Oh, just a mess.
Right.
Boyfriend couldn't come. Sister's wedding ring got lost.
Mary, why you bugging?
I would suspect...
Is that like a mental thing for him or what?
Yeah, probably the first time he wasn't able to come. Nevertheless, Mary knows how to throw it around. So then they aren't able to come, and then her sister loses her wedding ring, accuses a woman of stealing it, with no resolution. Still doesn't have that ring.
No ring.
And then another family member gets hurt.
Yes, so let's start here. The Airbnb was very clear that there are no pets allowed, okay? Both of my brothers have dogs, so I sent them text messages when we confirmed everything. I said, hey guys, about a month ago, I was like, just as an FYI, find something to do with your dogs because they cannot come. And my one brother was like, okay, can you message her and see if there's anything we can pay like an extra fee or something? So I messaged the owner of the Airbnb. I said, hey, both my brothers have dogs. Is there any way we can have pets? She said, absolutely not. We do not allow pets.
Right.
Like, right.
You got to board them.
Right. So, my older brother gets there day one with his dog.
Is this the MAGA brother?
This is MAGA brother.
Everybody's just making their own rules in MAGA country, aren't they? Rules for thee, not for me.
I was like,
Gotcha.
I didn't even say hi to him. I go, what the hell do you think you're doing? He was like, what? I was like, why is your dog here? And he went behind everyone's back, reached out to the Airbnb lady himself. I don't know how he convinced her, but somehow convinced her. I don't know if he paid her extra money.
Oh, well, then
or
he
what.
did it legitimately.
He did it legitimately, but he didn't tell anybody. So my other brother was pissed because he couldn't bring his dog. I'm mad because my credit card's on file. So I'm like, if this dog does anything, I'm the one who's going to get charged for it.
$500.
Yeah. So I was already aggravated with him. He's like, I reached out to her. She said it's fine, yada, yada, yada. Confirmed it. It's like, fine, whatever. No big deal. He's a golden retriever. He's a good dog. He's a good family dog. He listens. He's well behaved. Doesn't pee in the house.
Your brother is or the dog is?
Both,
Yeah.
actually. The dog actually.
That's why they get along so well.
The dog trained my brother, which is the crazy part. So Thursday, the day before we leave
Yep.
Friday morning.
Yep.
Thursday, my brother's letting the dog out in the big backyard. All the kids are running around, chasing, playing with the dog. The dog is going full speed running, 100-pound golden retriever.
In the house.
In the backyard. Everyone's playing around. All the kids are back there. My brother's back there. I'm sitting on there's a top floor deck and like a basement deck. I'm on the top floor deck, so I'm looking down, watching the kids play, eating some chips and
Dog's
salsa.
not on a line or a leash.
Dog's just running
yeah.
around.
Right.
Everybody's playing, having a good time. Dog goes full speed and knocks out my 3-year-old niece. Yes. And it was like a movie where like her feet went from standing vertical to other way vertical. Her feet were right up in the air.
She did like a
off of
midair
her back.
somersault.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And she landed like on her top of her shoulder. So like I'm thinking she broke her neck. Like she was like on one shoulder and the side of her
And this
neck.
is not his daughter.
No.
Okay.
This is my younger sister's daughter.
Gotcha.
Also his niece, the
Yeah.
three-year-old. Tiny kid,
Yep.
right?
Sure.
Very small.
The Dr. Pepper baby.
Dr. Pepper baby.
Oh, Dr. Pepper
This is
baby.
one, yes.
Okay. Dr.
So-
Pepper is her pediatrician then.
So
And also
we,
why her bones are soft.
If they were soft, they could have bent maybe
Right.
and taken the
So-
impact.
everyone's freaking out. We're like, everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm worried that
Was she crying? Was she lying
Oh,
there?
yeah, she was freaking out.
Because sometimes that's just because they're scared, or they're startled, not because they're hurt.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing.
So you had to go figure that out.
I have to do that with my boyfriend's daughter a lot. I ask her, I say, are you hurt or are you scared?
Right.
Like, those are two we need to decide.
Yep.
But she was hurt. There was no question about it that she was hurt.
Sure.
The back of her shoulder was all red. Her neck was red.
Dog flipped her.
Dog flipped her. I'm worried she has a concussion. She broke her neck. Like something really bad is happening here.
Perfect ending to a perfect
Last
vacation.
day.
Last day.
So everyone,
Really nice bookends on this trip, right?
Dude, everyone's got opinions on what's going on and what to do and yada, yada, yada. And everybody's yelling at each other. My 28-hour workday brother's like, she's fine. Leave her alone. She's just, kids get hurt. It's no big deal.
Why would that be the default rather than we should have someone look at her?
Well, and then me and my sister and my mom, who they're like, you guys are babying her. You're overreacting. It's not a big deal. She just got knocked down. And
Yeah.
then we're like, she could have a concussion. She could have a broken bone in her neck. A dog twice her size just like completely full speed pulled her,
trucked
so
her.
we're in a kind of a remote area, so the closest ER was like almost a half hour away. So they took her there. They're getting x-rays, and my older brother.
So many doctor's visits, and this is just like not even close to the end of the vacation.
Right. My older brother is yelling at me because I'm like, Mom, her eyes are closing. If she has a concussion, you need to make sure she
can't go to
stays
sleep.
awake.
Yeah.
My brother's like, you need to listen to me. You're freaking her out. This is not good for the baby. He starts screaming at me, saying that I'm overreacting.
Why was he so resistant to having her checked out?
Because it was his dog. I guarantee it was because he felt guilty, and he was just like,
But still,
oh, it's not a big deal. Just let it go.
You're going to feel worse when she can't be.
if she had a
whatever.
broken neck
Yeah.
or whatever.
You
Yeah.
guys know, yeah.
So she goes to the ER, and they're there for a few hours, and then we get a text message from my sister that she broke her clavicle. She broke her collarbone.
She did break a bone.
She broke her bone in 2 places. So it's basically
And that's
like
a
they're
tough
sitting
bone,
on.
boy.
Well, and
my
she's
dad
so
broke his
small.
collarbone when he was like in college, and he's like, it is one of the most painful recoveries.
Can't lift you can't do anything.
You can't do anything, and she's 3.
She's 3. So
Yeah.
because
Is she
she's so
sobbing
small,
at this
Oh,
point?
she's hysterical. You can't calm this kid down. And she's in pain, What do you think's going to happen?
I would pass out too.
So she's flipping out, and unfortunately they didn't have any children's slings, so they had her in an adult sling.
Oh, no.
It's not doing anything.
We're gonna
you
have to
know?
put her arm and leg in this just so
Right.
she can.
So they got her in a sling and whatever. So my sister left early on the day we had to leave.
Vacation from hell.
Dude,
So
they
the
left
older
early.
sister lost her wedding ring.
Yes.
The younger sister now has a daughter with a broken clavicle.
Right. So they came home and they took her to her regular pediatrician. And I guess they said that since she's so little, slings don't really do anything. They didn't give her a sling. They didn't do anything. They just basically were like, she'll figure out what hurts and what doesn't. And because she is so young, her bones should heal back together within 3 to 6 weeks with a full recovery after 12.
Okay.
So that's okay. But yeah, the dog that wasn't even supposed to be there, that he went behind everyone's back, didn't tell anybody, took out one of the littlest kids, second smallest kid, and he was like, no, it's just the kids get hurt. It's not that big of a deal. We're like, are you kidding me, guy?
Lucky to be one of his kids.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're fine.
That was the other thing.
Is my foot supposed to turn around the other way when I hit? Yeah, it's okay.
That's a big problem in my family, and I know that I do it too, is where if it were your kids, it would be completely different. If it were your family,
is that true though for him?
Yeah,
he wouldn't treat his own kids the same way.
No, if it were his kid who got hurt, he would have taken him to the hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, usually it's those people that like treat their own kids that way too, and so.
Well, they are hard on their kids, but I think his wife would have been like, "No, we're leaving right now," and he would have, he wouldn't have fought it as much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what was the denouement with your brother and the dog then? Was he kind of...
It was the last day. We were leaving the next day. So
I know,
he just crated him the rest of the day.
But was there any conversation like, hey, I'm really sorry about this?
Not to me. He might have apologized to my sister.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what happened between them two, those two, but yeah.
Your brother's a piece of work, man.
This is, So it was just like, and I think it didn't need to be said. I wanted to flip out. I wanted to be like, this dog wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place.
Yeah,
but I was
right.
like, he knew. He felt guilty. He didn't have to say anything.
It's like when somebody brings a friend that's not supposed to be there and they're getting drunk and trashing the place
right.
Passed out.
They got no chill.
Right.
I got to give you some money here. It's $1,000, as promised, a chance for you to go fuel yourself. So listen closely to these keywords and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fuel yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BONUS at WMMS.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Alan, I broke my clavicle mountain biking 25 years ago, and it still hurts every day.
That's the thing, is I'm like, it's such a hard bone
maybe
to
by the time
heal.
she's 28 or 30, it won't hurt anymore.
Yeah, I felt bad. I felt so bad. And she's when any kid gets hurt, it's sad. But like, she's so small and has no idea what's going on. Although this is her third broken bone at age 3. She's already broken an arm and a leg. Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Mike from Parma wants to know what that Dr. Pepper codeine thing is going to be called. Is it going to be like, is that lean, baby lean, or what is it?
Baby lean.
Yeah, baby lean.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this poor kid.
Poor baby. We went to, that was the night we were supposed to go to this carnival too. So they brought the broken baby to the carnival afterwards. And she's...
I mean, you can't leave her somewhere.
Right,
you got to bring her.
So she could ride like we took on like the merry-go-round, and the little kid rides are okay. They're just like, they sit in the car that spins. So it's not like they're running anything bad.
It's not the zipper.
Right. It was a carnival in the parking lot of a JCPenney. And I was like, this is the best ending to this trip. Like, this could
parking lot of a JCPenney.
This could not be more perfect. And so...
Because I saw you guys had posted a photo.
I posted a picture of like, how fun, haha, I'm making fun of my family. This is the last day we're in the carnival in a JCPenney parking lot. And some woman comments on my picture and she says, garbage is garbage. So yeah, Alan was out for a family emergency and you're just living it up.
Garbage is garbage.
Like, my family's trash, that's where you belong, is at a carnival in a JCPenney.
Why would this woman say this?
This is what she comments. So garbage is garbage.
So
yeah, Alan was out for a family emergency and you are just living it up, being on the show, but not being on the show. You know, in the beginning when Erica was sick, I mentioned you being her full-time replacement because you were funny and way better than her. Alan said no in a not so nice way.
That tracks.
Yeah, probably. That's fine. He goes, here you are. Now that you're there, you think you're above it all. And because Alan Cox hyped your crappy album, you can now go across the country talking about 1 year sobriety, 2 year dead dad, and 3 year boyfriend.
She really went in on like, wow.
And then she said, if it wasn't for us rooting for you in all matters, you wouldn't be where you are. On a picture of my family at a carnival. That's what she
What's the rooting for you part?
Well, I commented. That's the first thing I said. This is like a 30-comment thread on my Facebook. I said, wait a minute. So this is you rooting for me? This is...
I like how she ends it with, but we're here for you.
Right? She was so mad.
Love you. Bye.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
What is that from?
That's from America's Next Top Model.
Yep, Tyra Banks yelling at one of the models.
What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got
to go round. Time to spin the wheel. The wheel of iHeartRadio, Cleveland Radio, listener, Facebook comments, yeah.
Alan, I'm tuning into the show late because at work. This is Amanda and Menor. I just wanted to double check that Mary's still sober after this vacation. Because holy hell. Yeah.
You want a teaser?
I do want to tease her. Are you not sober?
I am sober, but I accidentally drank alcohol.
So then you're not sober.
I am sober.
Oh my God.
You took a sip accidentally? What did you think it was grape juice?
Accidentally.
No, I didn't think it was grape juice. I can tell it real quick if you want.
No, I got to go to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did want to drink on this vacation, big time.
Alan, my brother was 9.5 pounds at birth and broke his collarbone on the way out. They did nothing and it healed fine.
Yeah, but that just means his mom, she'll.
Yeah!
She's toit.
Toit!
Gross.
That kid came out broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kept it zipped up. Give me an extra stitch.
She got that gorilla grip.
Oh, come on. Giggles. All right.
All right, listen. Let me break here. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave messages there. You can text 35192 or hit us up at AlanCoxShow.com.